Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, I always try to share with you things that will help you turn a corner off narcissist street and onto recovery avenue, right? That's what I try to do with this channel, to let you see things in a different way that helps you go, wait a minute, maybe I can, hang on to that. The sense of entitlement narcissists walk around earth having is a huge factor to their inner workings. Once you grasp this concept, you sort of get released from, caring. Let's break this down. Let me break it down. If you were to do something and it hurt someone, you, being a non-disordered person, would most likely pause at that discovery. You would inquire, feel badly, make amends even, okay? Say you're sorry, whatever. The narcissist, however, would do none of these things. Yet, we spend a ton of time, waste a ton of time waiting, hoping, even expecting these same things to happen. Even expecting sometimes them to surprise us and actually feel remorse. We spend hours, years even, trying to get any feeling out of them, and then we become frustrated in the process. That's because instead of pausing, inquiring, feeling badly, and making amends, the narcissist will deny, lie, shift blame, deflect, yell, scream, and holler their way into what they think is a stance that actually has merit. We see that their stance, their point, has zero merit. It's so clear, it's black and white, clear. But to them, they have a sense of entitlement to behave any way they want to behave. And they will convince themselves they are right, that you did something to deserve it, that it couldn't possibly have been them. I don't think people fully grasp this concept, and they spend a lot of time so frustrated. I did. I spent years trying to reach someone, reach this person, reach that person, tell this person, make this person see. Whoo! When you release it and you go, oh, they'll never see. Ever. They will feel and go to their grave, their sad, lonely grave, citing, oh, she did this to me. Really? Is that how you want to live your life? But yes, that is how the narcissist lives their life. They hang on to things that didn't even happen. Hang on to things that didn't even happen. And you're left scratching your head wondering, how can they not see? This is so clear. Because they're not you. They're not us. They're wired differently. They're dysfunctional. They're disordered. Once you fully grasp it, it looks like this. I went from, but don't you understand? And can't you see how this would be hurtful? And what do you have to say? Like, isn't that a terrible thing to do to somebody from one human to another? Can't you possibly fathom how that could hurt someone? After getting so many reactions like, I don't want to talk about it. Well, and you did that. You guys, they will never see. Then you release it and you say to yourself, oh, they really feel entitled to behave that way. They will tout their reasons, which make no sense. They will word salad you, double talk you, pull out examples from 45 years ago. They will not ever have a leg to stand on, but they think they do. You follow me? So you can't even bother to talk to people like this. They will never see, because their entitlement, their grandiose view of their magnificent self allows them in their brain to twist truth to their narrative so that they can feel I was right. I was right in doing that. They feel righteous. Oh yeah. And they will give up love for being right. They will give up peace for being right. They will give up family, friends, anything to make a point, right? This is where grudge holding comes in. If you see a person that holds a grudge and flat out doesn't talk to people for a long time who they should be talking to, that is one of the most toxic. I'm not talking about if somebody did wrong somebody. I've had to cut people out of my life who did black and white wrong me. But when you see someone and you're like, no, that person didn't do anything to them. And we're not talking about a narcissistic way where they convince other people they're not doing anything. I'm talking about narcissist, healthy person, and the narcissist cuts the healthy person off. We all know it. We all see it. They're unhealthy. They aren't. And then they try to cut that person off. Well, eventually, the healthy person's going to cut the narcissist off. When you finally grasp their sense of entitlement is ridiculous, and you will never get through to them. No matter what you say, no matter what emotion you try to appeal to, nothing will ever get through to these people. And once that is solid in your brain, instead of going, well, let me explain it to you. Don't you see? Then you go, and you just look at them behaving the way they do, being all filled with anger, having a constant furrowed brow. Your presence bothers them. Why? Maybe you're a positive person. Maybe you're a positive person and you just bother them. Maybe you're cute, funny, smart, whatever it is, and it just bothers them. Their entitlement makes them think they have a reason to be bothered by you. Their stance will be, well, she did this. You didn't do anything. And don't make them think that you did. They have a gross, disgusting, overinflated self-importance, sense of self-importance. And the entitlement they feel to treat anyone the way that they want, to never feel bad for screaming at people and being dysfunctional and exuding hate, is astonishing to me, probably to you too. To them, they feel justified. They feel they have a right to do this. They feel they are in the right doing this. They'll come up with the most insane reasons for doing this, and they will make no sense because the only thing driving them is their sense of entitlement. It's disgusting when you look at it. How can you think that's okay to behave that way? Oh, you just what? They just have a disgusting sense of entitlement. Grasp this concept and you'll very more easily, is that a thing, men? She's asleep in her pajamas still. Pardon me. You'll very more easily move on to recovery lane away from narcissist street, recovery avenue, whatever I called it earlier. I try to bring you guys things that'll help you. And once I grasped this very clear, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Because now I look at them like, oh my God, wow. They really think they're all that in a bucket of chicken in this instance. And they think they have a point. And they think they don't ever have points. And most of the points they're making are lies. And you know that too. And that might get you upset. It used to get me upset. Now I look at it like, of course they're lying. Because their sense of entitlement has to make it sound like they had every reason to be this way. So to anyone will listen, that's where the smearing comes in. They're going to talk bad about you. Their sense of entitlement allows them to do that. There's nothing in them that says, oh, maybe I should repair this. Maybe I shouldn't talk bad about this person and spread these lies. Maybe I shouldn't behave this way. Oh, maybe I'm over the top screaming at that person who was just trying to have a conversation with me. I'm entitled to behave this way is what they're thinking. They go through life, they don't suffer consequences commensurate to the damage they cause, ever. And that's what creates these kinds of people. They think that there's no consequence. Nothing's happening. They don't even view lost relationships as consequences. I'm right. And they're going to stand in their place of feeling righteous, even if it makes them all alone on an island one day, growing old by themselves. But they have their sense of entitlement and they'll go down with the ship. I was right. Okay, how's that working for you?